What's up, everybody? You know, this is Cookie Peso, Rockstar Playgirl. You already know what it is. Please, hold on. Hey, chill on the... Hey, I didn't ask you to take no more pictures.
Hey, I think...
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I think they wanted me. Yeah, what's good with it, man? Billy Peso, Rockstar Playboy, straight out of the west side of Charlotte. You dig this sausage 101 and you ain't getting it nowhere else. I'm here with Happy Cookie World, and we about to do this shit. Yeah, shout out CSK.
Niggas spend too much time acting tough with this shit. Set it up, let's get lit. He got mad cause I'm in touch with his bitch. I shot my shot, I was just clutch with the switch. Ain't no thug, I'm a pimp. Catch a buzz, I catch the drift. Whoa, yeah. Peso on my solid. Peso on my solid. Peso on my solid.
Billy, we doing this with our shades on. We doing it with our shades on.
Got to. Addy Shades.
Addy Shades. Who's Addy?
Addy is Addy. You feel me? It's a nigga name. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know Addy real name. Okay. But he a nigga out of Greensboro. His brand is called Adjective. So make sure y'all tap in. Addy. A-D-D-Y. Not the drugs.
That's really descriptive.
Yeah.
Y'all caught what I did there.
You feel me? You feel me? Alright. Okay. Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit, who is Billy Peso? Where did you get Peso?
Okay, so my I don't want to say my generic answer, but my showcase answer is they call me Billy because I'm the GOAT and Peso because I'm about $1. You feel me? And that really explains it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the shit that I do, the shit that I'm destined for, is definitely GOAT level status. You feel me? So it's no other way to really stamp myself other than that. I be on some humble shit for real, but I gotta remind myself, like, nigga, you the shit too.
Yeah.
And then Peso, you feel me? Obviously, nigga, if you ain't about $1, I don't know what you got going on, you feel me, for sure. But the shit started as a joke for real. I had a partner in high school named JB. Shout out my nigga JB from the Boulevard. He came on a bus one day and this nigga said, how much do it cost to get a haircut in Mexico? And everybody like, how much? And nigga said 50 pesos. And the shit wasn't even really funny. It was just the way he said it. Like, it was one of them kind of, you gotta be there type. But yeah, everybody bust out laughing. So then I wanted to change my name on Instagram one day, and I was listening to the song Peso by A$AP Rocky. It had just dropped that year. And I was thinking about the joke 50 pesos and all that, and was just trying to figure out how to change my shit. And so I'm like, what rhymes with 50? Because I didn't want to put 50, so I'm like, just thinking of shit. And then Billy just popped up, and I was like, Billy Peso, that sounds cool.
Wait, so is Billy not your real name?
No, hell no, my name is Kahari. Yeah. Yeah, if you didn't know, it means benevolent. My bad. Who? It's Arabic. Yeah.
Wow, this whole time, people been asking me, is your name really Billy? And I'm telling them, yeah.
No.
Oh man, sorry, Mir.
No.
Yeah.
It's cool though. Hey, look, I am not mad. A lot of people think my name is Billy for real. People been thinking my shit was Billy for years. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and I'm about to ask you about the Rockstar Playboy part.
Yeah, for sure.
But, and just in case y'all didn't know, Billy and I, we went to college together. WSSU,
Nigga.
you already know how we do Ram Pride.
Shit. Come on now, chew tobacco. Yeah.
So, was your name Billy at that point in time?
I've been Billy Peso since 2013.
That's what I thought, because I was gonna say, I feel like I met you as Billy.
Yeah, I've been Billy. So it was just before I was an artist, you know, I was on my drum shit, you feel me? Before that, I was doing Taekwondo. So like those kind of been, Taekwondo and skateboarding. So those kind of been like my transitional phases of Billy Peso. I started out as like a skater, Taekwondo, martial artist, whatever. And then I was still doing all of that, but then I was focusing on marching band more, especially as I got to college. And then transitioned out of that into where we at now. You feel me?
Okay, couple of things. What belt were you?
Oh, I got a 1st degree black belt. It's downstairs. I can, like, real deal. You can Google my name. I'm a silver medalist in 68 kilograms. National silver medalist. I mean, yeah, I was doing that shit for real. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was training for the Olympics for real. I just I started focusing on band more because of college and shit. And I don't know, I really fell in love with music. Like, I always had a love for music, but that shit, it just kind of took over. So
Okay.
Yeah.
You lost me on the kilograms. When we got there, I instantly just.
It's like 128 pounds or some shit like that, roughly. I was like 128, 132. That was my weight class, I think, something like that.
Okay, so they give you that based off your weight class.
Yeah, so you fight in a specific weight class. It's just like how in boxing and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta match people up by age, rank, and weight. You feel me?
Okay.
So typically the people I was fighting were always, when I got to like 18 and up, everybody was, it didn't really matter what age. It was just by rank and belt for real. But most of the time I was fighting people that was like either 16 to 18 when I was in the junior division. And then everybody was in my weight class.
Okay.
In the same belt. Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow. Don't play with him.
Nah, for sure.
That's what we got for that.
Sure,
Don't play with him.
Yeah.
He's got me at the kilograms.
I don't even be like. I mean, it's not something that I don't mind sharing, but like, people just be. I'd rather somebody try me and find out. You feel me?
Don't be that guy, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. So now let's come back. So you always sing your songs, you know, I'm the rock star playboy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hey.
Where did that even come from?
So one, I mean, obviously I wear a lot of Playboy shit. You feel me? It was just heavily inspired by the Playboy brand. And I've been hearing like questionable shit about the whole Playboy and Hugh Hefner and all that. So I don't endorse all that weird shit. I just like the clothes. You feel me? But but nah, for real. So I got a manager out in LA. His name is Marcus Furby. He graduated from A&T. We went to the same high school and shit. But he one day he hit me and asked me like, what do you want to be known as? It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want people to stamp you as, or who do you want? Like, you're Billy Peso, but what's the other part to it? So, and I just started thinking, I'm like, boom, I'm heavy on the rock star shit. Like, everything I do is pretty much has some form of rock star influence. When I perform, it's very lit, very hype. You feel me? So I wanted to play off of that, and a lot of the shit that I talk about in my music is like play a shit. You know what I'm saying? Just keep a shit P, making sure you not being a weird ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not stepping on your people's toes, no shit like that. Like, that's keeping shit P. So I just wanted to find a way to entail all of that. And I literally just, Rockstar Playboy just came to my head, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah, it clicks.
It was just like, that's it. The ring was perfect, you feel me? It really fit me as a person for real. And like, then I found like my little tag for it to say on my songs, and like niggas fell in love with that shit. All my folks that listen to my shit, they love it. So yeah, it really worked out perfectly for real. Cause I was struggling trying to find like I don't want to like my alter ego, but like, what's the other part to Billy Peso? You know, feel me? Like.
And how important is that though?
It's
like when it comes to music, like, do you feel like it's just like, oh, should it should just be like if it fits for you, or if it's like if it fits you should, or if you can you should type jump?
Most definitely, like if it fits you definitely need to. But it has to come, like I said, it got to be natural. Like, people force it. At first I was calling myself the Swag Sensei, which is still like kind of one of my monikers, or like one of my other. So like, I'll fuck around and be like, it's Billy Peso, aka the Rockstar Playboy, aka the Swag Sensei. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas will have a whole bunch of names or something they don themselves, but like the most important thing is making sure that it's not forced. Like, it has to be natural, because it's gonna give, people can see your name, but that may not give them a description of who you are. You know, and that's what those little monikers like that do. They give the folks a description, and then it don't have to be like no long ass description like I'm talking now. Just Rockstar Playboy. Done. And then you can build your own opinion or whatever off of that. You feel me?
Damn, that's dope. I'm glad you got it, because as soon as you said, I'm like, I be walking around my house, I'm the rock star Playboy.
Nah, facts. Like, that's what you want though. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Like,
yeah.
Like fucking Currency, he called himself Spitta Andretti. Damn. There's a whole bunch of people. what's his name? ASAP Rocky called himself Pretty Flacco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit just, it really helped with your own confidence as an artist too, you know what I'm saying? Just give you another way to pop your shit for real.
Yeah, and I would say just like as something, because I kind of, it's probably at a point of like stalking, but it's also my job to like kind of stalk you a little bit.
For sure.
So it's not, no weird shit.
Sure.
But I can honestly say that like I come across a lot of pages, just creators in general, but also like musical artists. And I can say like one thing that really, really stands out, that even if people ask me about you and stuff, like I say, I'm like, no, he really is like a star. Like, right. It's not the star that you'll imagine, like the fake, like star.
No, fact,
no, it's
facts,
not. It's not. It's like he really is a star. Yeah. Like it's that star potential there. Yeah. And it's like, okay, it's something that you can grab onto and feel like, even if you're not a rock star, like when I say the person, I mean the person, rock star, playboy. Sure. When I listen, I'm feeling like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going around like that. Yeah. I'm watching, and I feel like that's star potential, because you do that to folks that you are like, I mean, just take any rapper and you watch what they do and you like, okay, and you kind of mimic a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like when I'm listening and I see your content, I'm doing this.
Right, and
I'm doing that
for sure. And the whole point of like why I do what I do is to help give people confidence. Like there are people that are storytellers, you know what I'm saying? There are people that express their pain, you know what I'm saying, to help people get through their shit, which I do all of that as well in my music, but those are not like my mainstays or my main focus, you know what I'm saying? My main focus is to make a person feel like they the shit, you feel me? Because it's been a lot of times in my life where I didn't have the confidence that I have now. Even times when I'm going through shit now where I don't have the confidence that I need, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I be reminding myself like, dog, you feel me? Like, nigga, this shit going, yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
You that. You might not have reached your full potential yet. You might not have pulled everything out of you yet, nigga. You still discovering shit, but like, it's there, you feel me? So that's a huge thing. When I was like in middle school and shit, I had a lot of insecurities about myself, you feel me? I didn't really start like blooming and coming into myself until like my freshman year of high school, and then I stopped giving a fuck about what people thought, and I just started dressing for myself, dressing totally different, doing everything I could to set myself apart from the crowd. And that was like that was a huge thing for me, like during my teenage years, was setting myself apart from the crowd as much as possible. I didn't even start like, niggas was smoking and drinking and all that shit when I was in middle school, you feel me? Which granted I do all that now, but even then, like I wasn't even with that shit then because everybody was doing it, you feel me? Like I hit a blunt my first time because I wanted to hit a blunt, but not because everybody was getting high, you feel me? I wanted to see what weed felt like. Like I saw everybody doing shit because it was a trend and they ain't never been me, you feel me? But I wanted to be able to be my own and have that confidence in myself. Like, nigga, you can lead crowds, groups, thousands of people to wherever they need to go, you feel me? Like, yeah.
That's dope. And even like you just talking about that confidence piece and that coming through your music, you using those like personal experiences with childhood and even just say coming of age. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, and putting that, and now like empowering, because if you were younger, you were listening to this, you're making that for that younger you.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's dope. That's dope. That's solving the problem.
For sure. No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, hell yeah. Mending, I don't want to call it like childhood trauma, because it ain't necessarily like trauma, but along those lines, hell yeah, it's definitely like self-healing for sure.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And then so talk to me. So where are you from?
I am from the west side of Charlotte, North Carolina. I stayed on every side of Charlotte though, so I'm gonna just put that out there. You feel me? Before niggas wanna be trying my west card and the west side card. I stayed on the east, the north, the south, outskirts of Charlotte. I done stayed everywhere, you feel me? I lived in Maryland for a little while, but I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, you feel me? Queen City, home of the Panthers, home of the Hornets, you feel me? Nigga, got the shit tatted in my skin. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah. Like, and what you want to know something like about?
So I was gonna take it where you're in Charlotte, right? You went to high school there, I'm assuming.
Yeah, for sure.
You went to high school, so you said, hey, I'm going to WSSU.
Right.
Were you playing the drums in high school?
Yeah, for sure.
So you played all through high school?
So I did 3 years. My sophomore year of high school, I got kicked out of school. I had to go to alternative school. They obviously didn't have a marching band at the alternative school, so I did alternative school for part of the year, and I was homeschooled for part of the year, and then I went back to regular school because that shit was just it was different. Homeschool was dope as hell. Shout out my pops, man. He taught me more in like 4 months of homeschool than I learned in my whole 3.5 years of public high school. Feel me? Shout out Rico, he's a fucking goat. But yeah, so I was a section leader in high school my senior year. My band director, he was cool with the band director at Winston, and he was telling me like, if you can go somewhere that already has a big program and just be a number, you know what I'm saying, or you can go somewhere that doesn't this building and be a part of the growth, you know what I'm saying, be fundamental and instrumental to the growth. And Winston was a program that was trying to rebuild itself and shit, so it was like, yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you're at Winston, and for FYI, in the story linkage, we met there, but then like, I guess I can't say you forgot, it was really me. I forgot we met. And we would actually be talking, like I would actually be seeing him, and I just literally forgot when we went, to scout him for the Happy Cookie World. Met up at one of his performances, and we'll put that spot. We were at Chop House. Yeah, we'll put that. We have that clip, so we'll put that up there.
Let's go. Like I said, like he said, I go by the name of Billy Peso.
It's crazy. I saw this nigga in the crowd, and I'm dapping her because I remember her from school. Not even knowing this nigga behind this whole shit that I've been tapping in with. Like, oh shit.
That's wild. That's so wild. And I'm like, we see each other, and he goes, nigga, I already know you. Yeah. And I look and I'm like,
oh fuck.
Billy?
Yeah.
Oh hey!
Yeah, no cap.
Drumline Billy?
Yeah.
Hey!
This nigga got hair and face tats and shit. Is a little different, so yeah.
This is a little different, but same you.
Yeah, for sure.
Same you for sure.
For sure. Shit, sure.
But so you go to WSSU, and then you're on the drum line, you're staying connected with music.
Yeah.
Were you putting out songs at that point in time though?
No, hell no.
So when did that happen?
So I recorded my first songs ever at Winston. I did my first one in 2015 with my dog Maestro. He had like a setup in Rams, which is a dorm for those of y'all that don't know. So we used to go in his room and chill and smoke and shit, and he had we was tripping smoke. But goddamn, he had a setup and he made beats and shit, so it was like, I just wanted to try it, you feel me? I was like, I wanted to see what I sound like on the track. I did spoken word when I was in like elementary and middle school, high school. And damn, I always just kind of used to write. I used to write little raps for fun and shit. Me and my partners used to cut on instrumentals and freestyle for fun, but I was never like trying to pursue a career in rap. So I did a song with bro, and then and he ended up dropping the shit actually. This was like the year before Apple Music came out, so it was still iTunes. And the song is still on iTunes. But you're not gonna find it because it's not under Billy Peso, so don't try to go find it, cause yeah. But we did that, and then I did another song with him. I think either the same year or the next year with my partner Los. He got on there, and then the year after that, which so bro he had a setup in his dorm room too. I did a song with my partner FK Terrio, and we didn't drop that song. No, we didn't drop that either. And that was it. Then I didn't record shit for like 3 years. So I went to Day Day crib. He was staying in the neighborhood beside mine. So he was playing beats and shit. I wanted to get on some shit. I ended up, and everything that I had ever did before I wrote it. I was never like a freestyle punch in type nigga. But that day I wanted to try something different. So I punched everything in straight off the dome. We called it No Hook Freestyle actually, and it was straight. Like for me to have not rapped in 3 years, I was like, damn, this shit kind of got a bop to it. Two of my partners that came over and they was fucking with it hard, so I'm like, all right. I sat down with Day. I'm like, look, bro, I feel like I can do this shit for real. Like, you already established, you got people fucking with you, you know what I'm saying, with your beats, with your studio time, engineering and all that. So, like, let me try to build with you and meet you where you're at, or at least close, and then we can go up together. And here we are now, damn near three years later, almost, you know what I'm saying, 30,000 streams plus, goddamn, yeah, you feel me? Which is, the sky's the limit, so that's like peanuts for real, but I'm thankful for all of that shit too, for sure.
How did you come up with the idea of Peso World, and what is Peso World?
So when we were thinking about Welcome to Peso World, we had like I had like 4 or 5 different ideas for names. It actually was Welcome to Peso Land at first. So we were really trying to find a way, because it's really like it's not my introductory tape, because my first tape was Up in the Air, and that was really like my introductory tape, but we needed something that was gonna showcase my progress, you know, and then at the same time give insight to who I am. Cause like Up in the Air was insight to like who I am and parts of me, but I just wanted to go delve a little bit deeper and showcase the different components of me. Cause like that's why I'm so versatile with my music, is cause there's so many different things I've tapped into, different skills I have, different people I've been around, shit like that. So, and my partner Gino at Chop House, we were talking to him about the names. I asked him how he like Welcome to Peso Land, and then I think I ended up saying, I was telling him we was thinking about Peso World as well, and he like, nah, nigga, you gotta go with Peso World. That's hard. Like, and he was saying like Peso World just gives more of like a totality vibe. He felt like land was a little more limiting. So we took Peso World and ran with that bitch. For real. And everything be like space vibes. You know, that's what we big on, space vibes. So
It's definitely space vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So, in talking about Peso World, what is your favorite song off the album and why?
Oh, my favorite song off the album is Euphoria. I'm not gonna say easily, because it's not easily. It's about 5 of them hoes on there I could name. But Euphoria was definitely like a different step in a different direction into my artistry, into my creativity. It definitely challenged me to just try to be on some different shit. You know what I'm saying? One of my biggest influences, if not my biggest influence with my personal music, is Don Toliver. And so with my music, I try my best not to sound like him, just because that's never been my goal. You know, I want to give people me. I'm not Don. You know what I'm saying? As much as I fuck with his shit. So that song was like my first attempt at doing something that was like in his lane. But it's still me though. And that's really why I fuck with that song so hard. Like, for real, shout out Spoken Made It. He went crazy on that whole lot of CSK shit.
Yeah, y'all. Hey, it is a complete project.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
It's not too many artists out here that's like that. Was like, okay, this guy is serious.
Yeah, no, that project.
It's a project.
I'm
for
pretty
real.
sure me and Day and the team, Day and I primarily, but we were working on that project for about a year, if I'm not mistaken. So it was definitely, there are like 3 or 4 songs that were supposed to go on there, really like 4 or 5 songs that were supposed to go on there that are not, and they're still good songs. Like, they still might get dropped. It didn't necessarily fit the scope of what we were trying to achieve. So, you know, you got to make adjustments, make amendments.
Yeah. And so I know you mentioned a whole lot of Space Kid shit.
Yeah, a whole lot of CSK shit. You know what I'm saying? So
what is CSK? Like, you over here, you've been rapping. It's about the 3rd time you rapping. You should rap it. You know, but
guys,
what is that?
Gang. So Carolina Space Kids, we are Carolina Space Kids. So one is Carolina because it's not just North Carolina. Most of us are from North Carolina. We have people from South Carolina. We got people that's involved with us that aren't even from Carolina, but they stay here. You know what I'm saying? Some part of their journey brought them here, and it was significant enough for them to be able to stamp themselves as a Carolina Space Kid. So the way it started, we got 4 of our producers, DJ Dede, Dro, Spoken Made It, and DC Fresco. They all did a collaboration tape with an artist out of South Carolina. His name is Trio K. And they named, so the tape was their tape, and then he was like the featured artist on it basically. So it was all beats from them, and he was on the songs. And they named the tape Carolina Space Kids, and so they was just like, I told Dede, I'm like, bruh, like that's something, like Carolina Space Kids is hard. That's something niggas need to run with. So then from there, Dede, he had artists that he was working with kind of under him, me, Draco, my dog Lo. The other producers, they had artists that they were working with, King VMA, the OTR boys, OTR ZZ and OTR Quan. So we all, we all kind of fell under the umbrella of Carolina Space Kids. And then we just ran with it from there, and we started adding people slowly. All artists and producers and videographers, photographers, everybody had their own motion before us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was working, they had their own fan base, own clientele, whatever that may be. They had that shit going before they became a Space Kid. And then we had genuine relationships with these people too, you know what I'm saying? Like we either have done business or we knew each other before this or whatever. And our goal is to take all our goals and dreams and make them parallel and make them align so we can all go up together. You feel me? Space. You feel me? So that's really how shit started. Now we one of the hottest conglomerates, collectives, whatever you want to call it, out this bitch. You feel me? In the country, not even just in North Carolina and the Carolinas, the East Coast, like in the world, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be a Space Kid. I need to figure out who I need to write my email to in CC, cause I want to be a Space Kid.
We can do some talking and see how we can get Happy Cookie World and Space Kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'd be Space Kids for real.
For sure. Actually,
I would love that.
For sure, we'll talk to the game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we are a democracy. So
yeah,
anytime I ain't even trying to put all that shit out there, but anytime we add a new member or whatever, we come to the group. Anytime we make big executive decisions, we come to the whole group. And we have people that play admin positions or whatever, but like we try to make sure everybody's on the same page before we just like lay the hammer down. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, please pick me, please. Please. I promise I'll be so cool. Look, I got my glasses. Okay, bet. That was really cool too, because I know I always see CSK, I see Carolina Space Kids, I've looked at everybody's profile plenty of times. Every time somebody drops something, I'm watching. Yeah. You know, and it's motion, man. Yeah. And it's like really teaming up together and pushing. They weren't lying, man. This collective, they hit.
And we got so many different flavors, bro. It's crazy, like, and everybody, and on top of that, all the flavors complement well when we come together. So that's really why this shit is like.
Yeah.
It's bigger than we know, for real, like, for real, yeah.
And I know you talked a lot about, like, with your future, you know, no limitations,
right,
you know what I'm saying? You talking about GOAT, all that stuff. So if we scale it back a little bit, you know, we won't maybe say 10 years, but if we look like 5 years out, where, like, you know what I'm saying, where do you see yourself? Like, and it could be in any aspect, like, you can give it to me, like, oh, I'm gonna have this house here, I'm gonna have this car, I'm gonna be moved out here, or you could just, you know, like, where you would like to be as an artist in your artistry. So.
Facts. Well, in the next 5 years, I would definitely be somewhere on the West Coast, for sure. I would definitely have been relocated. So what I try to do each year is just, I try to make my progress compounding. So if I did 1,000 streams one year, I try to do 2,000 streams the next year. You know what I'm saying? Or damn 4,000 streams the year after that. You feel? So I want everything to grow, but I want it to grow organically. I never been a guy, and I told Dede this when we first started this shit, like, I'm not trying to blow up overnight. I never been a nigga trying to blow up overnight. Like, if it happens, that's cool. I'm not gonna shy away from it. But I want longevity. I want real fans. There's a difference between having people that'll stream your shit, you feel me, or getting streams and shit, and then having like real true fans. So I would much rather have 5,000 true fans than be getting 5 million streams on my videos, but people don't really fuck with me. For me, they just fucking with me because something that I did was trendy. You know, that's not the route I'm trying to take. I definitely would like to take like the Currency, Larry June route. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are niggas that's independent and they really eating off this shit. Their families are eating off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. So in the next 5 years, I see myself putting more of my friends and family like in paid positions to be able to help me and help themselves. Yeah, for sure. Shit like that. That's really like the shit I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
That's love. That's love. Yeah, and definitely like
sold out shows.
Sold out. Yeah. I can't wait to record like ourselves at the Peso show 5 years from now.
I'm telling you, for sure. Yeah, Rolling Loud, all that shit.
All of that. We just there. We there.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah. And I love too, like one of the reoccurring like motifs you've had as you've been talking is like coming together. Moving forward together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems that is something that you really align with as one of your values, as you've been even before the camera started rolling. Like, that's something that I've been seeing is literally dressed and so in a lot of your statements, a lot of your thoughts, your mindset. So
no, for sure. Like, coming up, I struggled a lot. You feel me? My family struggled a lot, and like me and my cousins, we were real close, real tight knit, and we helped each other. You know what I'm saying? Get through those struggles. So a big thing with me is like family shit. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that niggas is really there. Like I said, they're genuinely, because we genuinely care and genuinely want to see everybody go up. And that's just the people that I'm trying to roll with. You feel me? So my whole thing is like making sure everybody's successful, and if I can be a part of that success, like that's the shit that warms my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been a mentor, a tutor, even times when I needed my own mentoring and tutoring and shit. You feel me? Like, my friends come to me for advice, and there be times when I need advice my damn self. You feel me? But I always just been that person. I always been a voice of reason for people around me. So yeah, hell yeah, I definitely, and I've always been in leadership roles, and naturally though, like a lot of times I don't even pick myself, where I can be in a class and they're like, okay, who's gonna be the group leader? And everybody pointing at me, like, you feel me? Like, that's just been my whole life. So yeah, hell yeah, gotta run with it. It was put in me for a reason. So
it's in you, not on you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a shit show all the time.
So, and I know we're gonna close out on this in the moment, but I would like to ask you, if you could give advice to yourself. You're here now, you know what I'm saying? You here.
Right.
If you could give advice to yourself 5 years ago as an artist, like, hey man, like, you know, you were getting into the music and you were very interested in it, you're trying to get things going, like, what advice would you give yourself 5 years ago?
So one thing that I live by is just trusting and enjoying the process. So really, I would just reinforce that to myself and reinforce the fact, like I said, that this shit not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna be a lot of times where I'm doing shit and it's only 5 people there or whatever, or none of my people show up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all them times like that where the people I expect to be there, not there. Whatever, it's gonna be all type of bullshit, money low, whatever, you feel me? So, nigga, just keep fucking going, dog. Like, it's gonna pay off, bro. I'm telling you, just keep going. This is shit I remind myself every day. So, yeah, hell yeah. Keep going, nigga, keep going.
He said it best. I don't need to repeat it. Well, thank you all for taking the time to watch this. You all know, like, we support Billy so heavy and all the Carolina Space Kids.
For sure.
You know, like, especially ever since we re-met. So just thank you for being you. It's always encouraging. You're always posting. You're always active.
Yeah.
Your projects are always quality.
Appreciate that.
Quality. I know
Appreciate
QC would agree.
Yeah.
Quality.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
You
that.
know, so just thank you for doing what you're doing, and just thank you for the inspiration in that sense. You
Yeah,
know?
no, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me for sure. Like I said, I fuck with Happy Cookie World a long way. I fuck with what y'all got going on. It's very professional. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here doing rinky dink shit. And even if y'all shit was rinky dink, I fuck with y'all as people, you feel me? So,
Yeah, appreciate that. Well, this is Cookie Peso,
you feel me? Billy Peso. Yeah.
Rockstar Playboy.
A lot of that.
Rockstar
That's 101.
Playgirl.
You ain't getting it nowhere else. Well, it's 1 or 2 now.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.